You step outside recently, it's immediately apparent the air quality in San Diego has taken a big hit. The Valley Fire near Alpine is essentially out, but those other fires up the coast having a major impact. Here to talk about why the smoke from fires in the Bay Area and Oregon are affecting us, what to expect going forward, Interim Director of the San Diego Air Pollution Control District, Robert Ryder. Robert, welcome.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Yes, these fires are really starting to impact our air quality down here in San Diego. As you mentioned, the local Valley Fire is no longer producing big smoke impacts on the region, thankfully. But fires to the north of us, including in LA, Bay Area, and even in Oregon and Washington, have pumped so much smoke into the air that drifted aloft and have come down over California, including to San Diego County. So the air quality impacts we're experiencing now are as a result of fires to the north of us.
It is
and
remarkable. I didn't mean to cut
Yes,
you
sir.
off, but yeah, it is remarkable when you talk about it going aloft and then coming down over San Diego. What do you mean by that? Is it, you would think, does it just stay aloft? Is it high above us, or is it actually kind of raining down on us with the particulates?
We were hopeful it would stay aloft, but actually that vertical layer of smoke is starting to grow vertically and spread down towards ground level as well. So we are measuring particulate pollutants at our air quality monitors throughout the region, and a rise in those microscopic particles that you actually can't see. Of course, when you look toward the sky, you can see the haze in the air. That's generally all from smoke from fires to the north. And those particles tend to slowly settle down to some extent. Certainly up in the air, up above us, the smoke is much denser. But down here on ground level, we are experiencing some particle pollution from these fires. It's really in the moderate to unhealthful range for the most sensitive residents. And that tends to be younger people, children, the elderly, those with lung disease or heart disease. They tend to suffer the impacts of particle pollution more than those of us without underlying conditions. So for that sensitive population, we would recommend limiting your exposure outdoors. If possible, stay indoors. At least we expect these conditions to continue for a couple of more days at least.
Robert, you talked about microscopic particles. Do we know what's in that smoke?
It's really the same kind of particles produced from log fire smoke. So, black carbon essentially, but lots of other things are burning as well. Unfortunately, homes, cars, businesses. So in addition to the traditional sort of vegetation fire smoke related to vegetation fires, we're also getting chemicals in the air associated with all the other nasty stuff that is burning. So, and particle pollution is the primary pollutant that we have to be mindful of during these fires. So it can be some nasty stuff. When you breathe it in, it tends to stick inside your lungs and cause swelling, making it harder to breathe. And so for anybody feeling the effects of particle pollution, we would recommend they contact their healthcare provider or call the county's 211 to get routed to a public health nurse.
Robert, thank you so much. We are out of time. Just very quickly, you talked about people sensitive to this, limiting their outdoor activity. What about, I see lots of joggers, bike riders that are still out there. They look healthy, look like they're having a fine time. Would you give a thumbs up to that?
Yes, all of us in San Diego love the outdoors. If you don't have underlying medical conditions, it should be fine to go outdoors, but just be mindful of how much time you're spending. Maybe shorten the time outdoors than today.
All right, Interim Director of the San Diego Air Pollution Control District, Robert Ryder, thank you so much for your insights this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you. Good luck.